Hello everyone, I'm Christy Chen and I'm going to talk about my progress on Huma 1000 essay. First of all, let me introduce my chosen topic, which is the more you search for happiness, the less likely it is that you will find it. Provide a reason or reasons for this statement and say whether your answer to this question means that happiness is or is not the end of life. My answer for the first part of the statement is that as people tend to sacrifice something to gain happiness, the pleasure gained will be offset by the negative effects arise from the sacrifice. While my stance on the second half of the statement is that happiness is not the end of life, I will then make further elaboration on top of my stance. Happiness is always something people longing for, as it is a spiritual need for all human beings. That's why people are always searching for happiness after fulfilling their basic needs such as food and shelter. However, happiness is something intangible and vague. It is very difficult for people to know how can they gain happiness. Therefore, it is common that people will tend to put more time on their work to earn more and they would try to use money to fulfill their materialistic wants to gain happiness. But the real situation is that people usually receive great stress and tightness from their work and get lost. They might forget what they really want and live under endless pressure until someday they can no longer afford it. In another case, people might spend more time on leisure. Yet, leisure might not always bring people happiness. Only achieving a balance between pleasure and leisure can give people happiness. People should not purposefully searching for happiness, but enjoy what they do to gain happiness naturally. The following argument is that happiness is not the end of life. Some might argue that happiness is the ultimate goal for our lives. That means what we are doing now are all ultimately doing for happiness. However, there are actually much more things that is worthwhile for us to achieve, such as sense of satisfaction or sense of security. These two factors may not contribute to happiness, but still essential to our lives. For instance, according to Maslow's pyramid of human needs, there are 5 levels of human need. Some might contribute to happiness, but some might not. To summarize, the more you search for happiness, the less likely it is that you will find it, because people might easily wrongly interpret what is happiness. They would choose to change their living style instead of their living attitude. Happiness is only part of our lives, but not the end of our lives.